So for the next one, for problem number 2, we have from the previous problem, plot the VT and ST graphs for the given time. For the given time, 0, less than t, and less than 15 seconds, and calculate the particle's velocity, position, and the total distance it traveled after 10 seconds. So the required values to find are the particle's velocity, position, and the total distance. So for problem number 2, this is related or connected to problem number 1. So we are asked to get or to solve the particle's velocity, position, and total distance it traveled after 10 seconds in the given time frame, which is 0 to 15 seconds. So since last natin na problem, so for problem number 1, meron na tayong time interval na 8 to 13 seconds. Hindi na tayo pupunta dun pa sa may 0 to 2 to 3 to 5 and to 8. So rerekta na tayo dun sa may 8 to pataas. Kasi same lang naman ang value ang makukuha natin. So ang kailangan lang na makuha natin na value is when the time is equal to 8 and 15 seconds. So at 8 less than equal to time less than equal to 15 seconds. So the acceleration given here is acceleration is equal to negative 5 feet per second squared. So again, to solve for the velocity, the formula that we are going to use is the change in velocity, which is the integral of a dt. So substitute the value of acceleration, which is the integral of acceleration, which is negative 5 dt, limited to 8, and then time t, which is unknown. So substituting or integrating rather, negative 5 dt, that will give us negative 5 t minus negative 5 multiplied by 8. So negative 5t minus negative 5 multiplied by 8, that is negative 40. Negative 40 multiplied by negative, that will become positive 40. So this is the formula. So this is the value for the change in velocity. So in order for us to get the value for velocity, negative 5t plus 40, and then the initial velocity that we got when time is equal to 8 seconds is 25 feet per second. So 5t, negative 5t plus 40 plus 25, that will give us 65 there. So this is the value for velocity. So when time is equal to 15 seconds, kasi hindi na natin gagawin, when time is equal to 8 seconds, velocity is equal to 25 feet per second. Same lang na makukuha yan. And then for when time is equal to 15 seconds, so v is equal to negative 5 times 15 plus 65. So negative 5 times 15 plus 65, that is negative 10 feet per second. So this is the velocity when time is equal to 15 seconds. So kanina na-solve na natin yung velocity. So now ang isa-solve naman natin is position. So again, sa time na 8 less than or equal 15 seconds. The velocity naman that is given here is negative 5t plus 65. And then yung initial position na gagamitin natin dito is yung 51.5. Initial position 51.5 feet. So again, formula for the initial position, we have the integral of v dt. So the integral of v, substitute lang natin. So negative 5t plus 65 dt limited to 8, and then time, which is unknown. So substituting or integrating, we have negative 5t squared over 2 plus 65t, then minus negative 5, substitute lang natin yung 8 squared over 2 plus 65 multiplied by 8. So there. This is for the initial or the change in position. Negative 5t squared over 2 plus 65t minus. So calculating negative 5 multiplied by 8 squared divided by 2 plus 65, 8 multiplied by 8. So that is 360. So again, to solve for the position, i-add lang natin yung 51.5 t squared over 2 plus 65 t minus, so this will become negative 360. So that is minus 51.5. Yung kanina 308.5. Check naman natin. So negative 360 plus 51.5. Tama, negative 300.5. So ito na yung value natin for position. So solve na lang natin is when time is equal to 15 seconds. Kasi alam na natin kapag when time is equal to 8 seconds. So when time is equal to 8 seconds, position is equal to negative 5 multiplied by 15 squared over 2 plus 65 multiplied by 15 minus 308.5. So position is equal to negative 5 multiplied by 15 squared over 2 plus 65 times 15 minus 308.5. That is 104 feet. So this is the position when time is equal to 15 seconds. Now the next thing that we are going to solve is the velocity when time is equal to 10 seconds, and also the position when time is equal to 10 seconds. So the equation that we have kanina is negative 5t plus 65, diba? For the velocity. So negative 5, substitute lang natin yung given na time, which is 10 seconds, plus 65. So negative 5 times 10 plus 65. That is 15. 15 feet per second dahil velocity. Then for the position, we have s is equal to yung negative 5t squared. Negative 5, substitute na natin, 10 squared over 2 plus 65 times t minus 308.5. Yeah, so calculate lang natin. Negative 5 times 10 squared divided by 2 plus 65 times 10 minus 308.5. That is 91.5. 91.5 feet. So, ito yung ating velocity and position when time or t is equal to 10 seconds. So, ito na yung graph natin kanina. Ang nadagdag lang sa atin dahil nag-solve tayo sa problem number 2 is when t or time is equal to 10 seconds, yung velocity natin is equal to 15 feet per second. So, gagraph lang natin yan na. Sige, burahin muna natin para ma-explain natin ng mabuti. So, this is 13 seconds. So, sabi dito, when time is 10 seconds, meron tayong point na 15 feet. So, ito yun. Then, ito yung kanina. Yan. And then yung negative 10. When time is equal to 15 seconds, yung velocity naman natin is equal to negative 10 feet per second. Yan. So, ito na rin yung point na yun. So, all in all, ito na yung graph natin for the VT graph, including the problem number 2. So, ito na yung graph including the problem number 1 and the problem number 2. Ang nadagdag lang sa ating problem number 1 is when time is equal to 10 seconds, ito, 91.50 feet yung position niya. And then, when time is equal to 15 seconds, ito naman, 104 feet yung kanyang position. So, all in all, ito na yung